Ryan here with Accelerate Marketing. Today I'm going to talk to you about a strategy that will definitely help some of you get some more leads out there, or at least get your phone ringing so that you can prove to Google that you're going to answer the phone, especially if you've been shut down for a little bit. In other words, Google's not sending you as many leads as they might have a month ago or 2 months ago. If you really need to get the phone ringing again, then what you want to do is you want to turn on the general search query. What is a general search query? Well, it's a keyword that people type in. For example, for personal injury attorney, a lot of people type in personal injury attorney, or disability attorneys, they'd probably type in disability attorney or family law, etc. However, some people just type in attorney. That's considered the general search query. So if somebody types that in, then what shows up is a bunch of different categories of attorneys that, and I'm gonna let Ruben actually show this on the screen, but basically what it does is it'll allow you to select from disability, family, law, personal injury, etc., to find the attorney that you're looking for specifically, that's the specific type of attorney. So what this does is it does help a lot of people out there that are just doing a general search for an attorney, and they might not know the type of attorney they're looking for. What this general search query does, it will potentially get you a lot more calls that you might not want. However, if you're okay with the cost per case, who cares? Because it only takes one phone call for you to get as a personal injury attorney in order for you to more than make up any type of spend that you would have for a bunch of phone calls from people that actually call about more generic type of attorney work.
Okay, so now I'm going to show you where to opt into the general search query. So if you're an MCC account, like I've been sharing, MCC accounts are awesome because you get to see a lot more information. I'm going to go back here just so you can see it. The MCC account, if you look, you'll see here's all the live accounts. They'll show up here in a second. So here's all the live accounts, and you can see that you get a lot more information and everything's in one place. So this is why it's important to have an agency look or even do an audit for you like we do, to do an audit for your firm or your business, to look at your connected calls versus your calls and your leads charged, because this gives you an idea of what your phone lead responsiveness is. Because everybody tells me they answer the phone. Most of the time, they don't. That's just the bottom line. So I'm gonna look for an account here that's got some activity on it. This one does, and we're gonna block out who the firm owner is here. This is the first thing you get to when you go into an account, like one of the actual CIDs. And you can see here's where the CID is. I always get asked, where is my CID? This is your customer ID number. It's a 10-digit number. Here, I'm gonna go down here. And then what you want to do is go to profile and budget. And then if you scroll down, you'll see job types. And below that, you'll see where the general search query can be turned on. General lawyer queries. Okay, that's what that is. And that is what you want turned on. Customers can see your listing when searching for general lawyers. Okay, customers can see you by message and email in addition to calls. So this is the message leads. I recommend that this is turned on all the time. And this is why we talk about having a call service set up and call tracking so that you can properly forward those calls. This guy doesn't have it set up effectively, so he really can't take message leads. So that's why we have it off. General lawyer queries that lead to general lawyer leads are awesome, and here's why. So if I just type in attorney near me, it's on the weekend. So attorney near me is that general search query, because I'm not identifying bankruptcy attorney near me. I'm just identifying attorney. So it doesn't know if I'm looking for a bankruptcy attorney, a business law attorney, a contract law attorney, a criminal law attorney. So this is what people do, is they scroll through here and they identify the specific type of attorney that they're looking for. And then they select it, like personal injury attorney, and then they get all the PI attorneys. And so this is how you can get selected. And now not everybody does that, and they'll just a lot of times just select whatever attorney shows up here in the general search query. And these guys both happen to be PI attorneys. I know that because most of the PI attorneys, they're willing to roll the dice because they know how inexpensive these cases are. So they're gonna their cases are worth a lot of money. So they'll show up for everything. And by the way, you can actually dispute general query searches or general lawyer query searches, and you can get them approved. In other words, if somebody calls you about a job type that you don't take and they searched for just attorney near me, then you can get that approved. You can get that disputation approved. So you can get that call disputed, and most likely you'll get your money refunded for that particular lead. So anyway, I hope that makes sense. Again, you definitely want to go to the hamburger here, and you want to go down to profile and budget. That's this page right here. And then you scroll down a little bit and you go to the right down in the settings section. And this is where you see the message leads and you see the general lawyer queries, okay?
So I'm just gonna recap by saying, if you really wanna get more phone calls, turn on the general search query. It's a button that you literally just toggle on and off in your back office for your LSA page. It's right below where you turn on and off message conversations or message leads, where you would actually turn that on or off as well. So they're right next to each other. You can turn on message leads and turn them off, and then you can also turn on the general search query as an attorney. Its default is off, but just know that you can turn it on. You might get a few more leads than normal that don't meet your criteria that you can just dispute. However, if they call about one of the job types that you take, then you're not going to be able to dispute the call. We have had some pretty decent success actually disputing calls for the general search query. And I'll talk about this in another video. As long as the leads are actually disputed very rapidly, we find that we're able to get a good portion of them actually successfully disputed and rebated for our clients. So I hope this makes sense. Definitely try the general search query. If you want to get your phone ringing more, I would actually turn it on, because it actually does generate more phone calls. It's just that you might pay a little bit more in your cost per case, but 9.9 times out of 10, LSA is generating a very inexpensive cost per case anyway. So every time that I've seen it, it makes sense to actually turn it on and try it out. Now, I would do this with an agency that knows what they're doing and knows how to dispute these type of calls, so that you don't get your cost per case, out of whack. So let us know if you have any questions about this. Subscribe, like this video, comment below. Let us know any questions you have. Text me at 619-304-5155. You can text the word LSA to get our 3R formula video that gives you the insight into LSA and the formula for really making it work in the beginning, which is the 3R formula video that we have. So we put that together. It's only 10 minutes. It'll definitely help you. Text me 619-304-5155. Thanks, and let me know what questions you have. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.